Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Oumaima. I would like to preface this video by saying that if my voice sounds stuffy, that's because it is. Today's video will be a February reading wrap-up. I have read a total of 5 books this month, but it was not a good reading month for me quality-wise. I combined the first 2 books I started this month because they were both part of a series. The first one I have read is The Wicked King by Holly Black, which is a book in the Folk of the Air trilogy and Queen of Nothing. I ended up giving The Wicked King 5 stars, which is the second book I gave 5 stars this year. It was so good. If you don't know what this series is about, it's basically a fantasy about fae and just political intrigue and a little bit of romance, enemies to lovers. It's a fun series. But if I had to rate each book in this series, I would have to choose The Wicked King first because it was the best one out of all 3. Followed by The Queen of Nothing, followed by The Cruel Prince. And for the entire series, I ended up giving The Cruel Prince 4 stars, 5 stars for The Wicked King, and maybe 4 stars, I think, for The Queen of Nothing. So overall, it was a good series. I loved it. The second thing I have read is 5 seconds centimeters per second, which is a graphic novel. This book is basically normal people in the form of a graphic novel. I really enjoyed this book. It was quite sad. I ended up giving it 4 stars, I think. The next 2 books I have read, I wanted to make a reading vlog on them, but that reading vlog has failed every time I tried. I tried twice, and every single time I film something, there's always too much noise behind me. I cough too much, or the lighting isn't good, so I ended up scrapping that reading vlog. And in that reading vlog, I was attempting to read books written in French because, if you have seen my 2023 reading goals, I have said that I want to read more in French and Arabic. So I wanted to make a dedicated reading vlog in which I only read in French, but that failed. So the books that I ended up reading for that vlog that you haven't seen and will never see the light of day is, the first one is L'Occupation by Ernaux. Ernaux has recently won the Nobel Prize of Literature, and I was so interested in picking something by her. Like, she has a lot of titles that I can choose from, so I chose L'Occupation. I did not know anything about it. The only book I was interested in is La Femme Rompue, which I couldn't find anywhere. I put the English translations if they exist. So I ended up choosing L'Occupation. L'Occupation is basically about this woman who breaks up with her boyfriend, and after a while her boyfriend starts seeing someone else, and this our narrator becomes so jealous and obsessed with the other woman. She wants to know everything about her. She thinks about her constantly, and basically this other woman is occupying her mind, which is the title L'Occupation. I was so bored reading this book. This is only 50 something pages, and I couldn't finish it. I mean, I did finish it, but I had to force myself to finish it because it was so boring. In my opinion, I found it pointless. There's nothing I like about this book, so I ended up giving it 1 star, which is very disappointing because I was so excited for this author. The second book I have read in the would have been vlog, but it wasn't, is La Cage by Emma Seguès, which is a YA thriller. It's a fairly recent book. It came out in 2022, so I don't think it's translated. It's also a debut novel. We're basically following our main character, Elia, who wakes up in this dorm with a bunch of beds and with a bunch of girls as well, and she's the first one to wake up, and she doesn't remember how she got there or who are the people around her. There's the thing that this entire dorm is white. Everything is white. They're all dressed the same. They're all wearing white, and by the time every single person starts waking up, and they're all trying to figure out what happened, why they all ended up there. No one of them remembers what happened. They all have different lives. One of them is a med student. One is just a normal student, like a 13-year-old or something. One is mute. One is homeless. They all have different backgrounds, but somehow they all ended up in the same situation. And so you see how they strike a friendship, and basically they were forced to be together. And the first part, I think, was a little bit too long. I mean, yes, we did get the friendships, we did get the background of each character, but I felt like it should have been short. So this entire book is 560 pages, at least my ebook version. I think this book would have been so much better if it was just a little bit shorter, if things were a little bit concise. I wouldn't say I was completely surprised by what happened in the ending and like the reveal, because I have read a lot of books similar to this kind of thing, and I have read Girls with Chopsticks, which is a book similar kind of to this one, and I also have read Never Let Me Go Back as Well as Sugar, which I think, I mean, it's a little bit far from it, but like, you know, the same themes. If you have read the book, then you would know what themes I'm talking about. But overall, I enjoyed this book. I gave it 3.5 stars. I would also like to make a part 2 of me attempting to read French books and Arabic books as well. Let me know if you're interested, and if you have read any of these books, let me know what you thought of them. And as always, see you next time. Bye.